The Haitian Revolution superheroes the only successful slave revolution in world history. Across the lush mountains of Saint-Domingue, today's Haiti, rose the most extraordinary revolution the world had ever seen. It was a revolution born from chains, fueled by ancestral spirits, and guided by brilliant military minds who reshaped the world forever. In the late 1700s, Saint-Domingue was the richest colony on earth. Sugar, coffee, and indigo plantations generated massive wealth for France. But this wealth was built on the brutal suffering of nearly 500,000 enslaved Africans, who lived under one of the harshest slave systems ever created. From this unbearable oppression would rise superheroes, not born from myths, but from struggle, courage, Vodun spirituality, and divine determination. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. Dutty Boukman and Cécile Fatiman. Dutty Boukman, the Firestarter. Dutty Boukman was an enslaved African from Senegambia, known for his towering height, fierce leadership, and mastery of spirituality. Sold into slavery for refusing to denounce his beliefs, he carried the fire of resistance in his soul. Superpowers, spiritual authority, military organization, ability to unite rival groups, fearlessness that intimidated colonial armies. Role in the revolution. On August 14, 1791, Boukman led a secret Vodun ceremony deep in the forest of Boukman. Here, under thunder and torchlight, he delivered a powerful prayer calling for liberation from French tyranny. His words electrified the enslaved population. The God who created the sun orders us to seek vengeance. Within days, plantations went up in flames. Tens of thousands rose with machetes, fire, and unwavering resolve. Legacy. Although he died early in the rebellion, Boukman's spark ignited a revolution that would shake the world. Cécile Fatiman, the priestess of liberation. A Vodun high priestess of African Haitian lineage, Cécile Fatiman possessed deep spiritual knowledge passed down through generations. Superpowers, prophetic intuition, ability to inspire courage, spiritual warfare, guidance through ceremony and trance. Role in the revolution. At Boukman she performed the sacred rites that sealed the rebels' unity. Her invocation was a call to the spirits, the Loi, to protect the fighters. It was Cécile who anointed the leaders, blessed their weapons, and declared the uprising spiritually unstoppable. Legacy. She represents the spiritual backbone of the revolution, the sacred fire behind the sword. Toussaint Louverture, the Black Napoleon. Born enslaved on the Breda plantation, Toussaint was unusually educated for someone in bondage. He learned herbal medicine, horseback riding, military reading, and diplomacy from observing plantation managers. His name, Louverture, the opening, symbolized his ability to find victory where none seemed possible. Superpowers, brilliant military strategy, diplomacy and psychological warfare, transforming chaos into organized armies, outsmarting multiple European empires simultaneously. Role in the revolution. Toussaint joined the rebellion in 1791 and quickly became its strategic brain. He did the impossible. Defeated Spanish forces, drove out the British, negotiated with France, unified warring black and mixed-race factions, abolished slavery in Saint-Domingue. He wrote a constitution that made former enslaved people equal citizens. Legacy. Kidnapped by the French and taken to a freezing prison in the Alps, he died in 1803. But he left a prophetic message. In overthrowing me you have cut down only the trunk of the tree of liberty. But its roots are deep and strong, they will grow again. Indeed they did. The warrior king, Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the indomitable warrior origin story. Born enslaved, Dessalines was hardened by a lifetime of brutal labor. He carried scars across his back that later became symbols of his unbreakable spirit. Superpowers, fierce bravery, ruthless battlefield effectiveness, iron discipline, terrifying psychological warfare. Role in the revolution. After Louverture's capture, Dessalines took command. He led the final campaign against Napoleon's army, the greatest fighting force in the world at that time. Against all odds he defeated them. On January 1, 1804, he declared independence and renamed the land Haiti, returning to its indigenous Taino name. Dessalines became the father of the first Black Republic, the first nation to outlaw slavery permanently, and a global symbol of Black liberation. The nation builder's Henri Christophe, the Iron General. Kidnapped into slavery as a child, Christophe worked as a cabin boy, a mason, and a waiter before becoming a soldier in the Revolution. Superpowers, nation building, engineering and architecture, strict military discipline, political leadership, role in the revolution. Christophe fought alongside Louverture and Dessalines, often serving as a top strategist. After independence, he built one of the greatest fortresses in the Americas, the Citadelle La Ferrière, a massive mountain fortress symbolizing Haitian resilience. Legacy. He is remembered as a king who tried to secure Haiti's survival against future invasions. Alexander Pétion, the Republican architect. Born to a wealthy free woman of color, Pétion received education and military training that later became crucial. Superpowers, diplomacy, political governance, support for liberation movements abroad. Role in the revolution. Pétion supported independence and helped shape Haiti's republic. He later provided ships, weapons, and soldiers to Simón Bolívar, aiding the liberation of Latin America. Legacy. Haiti became the mother of revolutions for the Western Hemisphere, thanks in part to Pétion. The mighty women of the Revolution. Sanité Bélair, the Amazon of freedom. Born free but into harsh colonial conditions, Sanité had a fierce warrior spirit from a young age. Superpowers, battlefield courage, tactical leadership, defiant fearlessness. Role in the revolution. She served as a lieutenant in Louverture's army, one of the few women to reach such a rank. When she was captured by the French, she refused a blindfold at her execution and shouted, "Liberty," even as she faced the guns. Legacy. A symbol of black female resistance, she proved that women were as central to the revolution as men. The prophet before the storm. François McCandle, the poisoner prophet. A maroon, escaped enslaved person, and a master herbalist, McCandle knew the secrets of the island's plants. Superpowers, herbal knowledge, guerrilla tactics, network building, mythic fearlessness. Many believed he could shapeshift. Role in the revolution. In the 1750s, decades before the main uprising, McCandle led a secret resistance movement using poisons against plantation owners. Although captured and executed, he became a legend. Many believed he escaped his chains by transforming into a winged spirit. Legacy. His resistance planted the seeds of rebellion. Many revolutionaries saw themselves as fulfilling McCandle's prophecy. The birth of a black nation. The Haitian Revolution, 1791 to 1804, changed world history forever. It forced the mighty French Empire to its knees. It inspired rebellions across the Caribbean, Latin America, and even the American South. It destroyed the myth that slavery was unbreakable. And it gave rise to the world's first black republic, a nation carved from courage, spirit, and blood. These were the superheroes not of fiction, but of reality. They fought with iron, fire, Vodun, intellect, and unshakable hope. They proved to humanity that freedom is a force stronger than empires. Want more stories like this? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our story, because this is just getting started.